Hello, everybody. Welcome to our newest episode of Ravenloft Misfits. We are on episode 22. So, yeah. Welcome. I'm Jonny. I'm the DM for the campaign. List of cast names, socials, and all that good stuff. Check out the chat or the episode description. We stream each Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, excluding the last Monday, which this month we're going to be playing the new Marvel RPG. What is it?
That's
D636.
That's exactly what it's called. Yep, that's it.
D636 system. We're gonna be playing it. It's gonna be a play test. We're gonna be doing the one shot that is included on Roll20's little bundle for the play test. So tune in on May 30th. There we go.
Yep.
May 30th for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure to follow us, subscribe to the channel, participate in chat, join our Discord, do all the things. We want to welcome everybody that's here and always here, and welcome new people that want to be here. Tell your friends. If you're listening to the recording or the podcast or whatever, consider rating the channel and liking, subscribing, and sharing and all that good stuff. But with that, I'd like to talk about our sponsors.
Right, that's me. Yeah. First of all, we would like to thank our main sponsor for the campaign, which is Roll20. If you're watching the stream and looking for a way to get together with friends online, Roll20 is a great way to go. Check them out at roll20.net and check out the chat or episode description for a direct link.
Which doesn't seem to be working. Am I the only one that doesn't?
Nope. And also, if you don't know what Roll20 is, it is a virtual tabletop, which is it's kind of like a thing that we should probably add so people know what it is.
It's
where
what we use.
put all the maps and move all the tokens. Pretty cool. It's good stuff.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's super easy to set up and all that stuff. So get with your friends, join us, do the stuff. Anyways,
It also works for other systems. So
we also want to thank Sirenscape for allowing us to use their music app. The music that you've heard this entire campaign has come from that. And yeah, epic sounds, epic adventures, all that good stuff. Anyways, let's get into the recap because we are in a very nice position for the Misfits. You began your infiltration into the Wizard of Wine's winery, and you were able to enter into the winery after breaking through the Blights and Scouts after they had found out that you were coming. You entered into the central chamber of this winery where you found all of these vats and were then ambushed by these Blights and Wild Ones. One being the leader that Sorsha then knew, Gorosh, the one that had been holding on to this interesting staff that seemed to have grafted itself onto her. But after fighting the Wild Ones, you ended up finishing them off and investigating the rest of the winery to find basic living items, along with a shipping ledger that Katya you found, detailing out multiple shipments of wine throughout Barovia. And after doing all of this, you went down to the cellar to find the final Wild One, where you demolished this person with your halberd, Katya, once again. And you discovered that the cellar was extremely cold. Finally, you were able to find a secret room that led into this cavernous chamber within the cellar, finding brown mold within it. Seeming not to have any effect on Johans, you all decided to make your way back up to the first floor, where you decided to rest, and we leveled up to level 6. So, with that in mind, what would you like to do?
rest.
Rest. All right. So short rest then?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So
Yes.
after taking this small hour, you begin to hear the steps of the Martikovs coming into the winery, slowly, just looking around as they do. You all successfully finish a short rest, so you can heal up and do whatever you need to do.
We'll do another one.
And as you see the Martikovs coming inside Sorsha, you catch eyes with Elvir, who just kind of looks over to you and as you're taking a seat, kind of waves you over.
Yeah, I go over to him.
Sure. So you make your way over to him and he says, I have to go check if we still have our growing gem. Do you want to come with?
You're growing. Yeah, I'll go with you. Yeah.
Yeah, here, I'll show you. Sorry. So you begin making your way outside, and as you do, he seems a little nervous and frazzled. So, yeah. Do you know why they attacked us? At all?
No, I don't know, but you do have something pretty creepy in your basement with a bunch of mold. Do you want to tell me about that?
Oh, that's just to keep the cellar cold. Wait, you opened up the door? Nobody went inside, right?
No. Can I do an insight check?
Sure. Yeah.
I would love to do an insight check.
Absolutely.
On where he said that it was
just to keep the cellar cold, yeah.
Just to keep things cold. I don't believe you. You're already gonna be dumping my first boyfriend. I know. Sorry, it's taken forever to.
It's okay. No worries.
Such a tender age.
Such a tender age.
Like mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So young.
Yeah, point stands.
Insight. Come on, motherfucker.
14.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, you haven't been like dating for very long, but you've known him for quite a while.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he's lying. It seems like it really is just a really interesting way to keep the cellar cold. It doesn't seem like it's nefarious by any means. It just seems like they just had that, learned about brown mold at some point and was like, that's easy. That'll keep this cold. Sure. And then they just closed it and kept it closed. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, no, we didn't go in there. What happens if someone goes in
Do a
there?
deception check because that.
This is not going to be good because I'm a +0. Okay.
Get my dice.
Oh. I'm
I
a
don't
very
have a
good
character
liar.
sheet for Elvir. Which one? I want to use my yeet dice. Yep. I have one that says yeet and oof. I got a 3, so there's that. So you just like, oh, okay, good. If you did, I mean, it would try to take the heat out of you. So just nobody go in there.
Oh, that's why the fire wasn't working in there. That's really weird.
Yeah. But like I was saying, you don't know why they came here or anything like that. I assumed that you would know about the gem that he kind of like, as you're walking through the vineyard outside of this winery proper, he just kind of references all of the rows of grapes, and as he references some of it, you could see that one patch of this vineyard is long dead. You see another that is dying, and the one that you're currently walking through, which seems full of life. And go ahead and do a nature check.
Okay. Just taking a lovely stroll with my boyfriend. Woohoo!
You would know, now that like you're in the actual winery, looking around without having to like run out, these are the types of vegetables or sorry, not vegetables, fruits. Jesus, my goodness, excuse me.
Terrible wine. It's the worst.
Fruits.
Vegetable wine.
Grapes are a type of fruit that, one, you've never seen in the wild, and two, seem like it would be a very hard time to grow in this environment.
Okay.
So now that he's kind of bringing that to light, you're starting to kind of connect the dots a little bit. And he says, we have in our family these gems that help our vineyard grow. And we had lost one about 3 weeks ago. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you. It just... Things have been a little hectic. And then...
How did it go missing?
I don't know. We don't know where it went. It just... We woke up one morning and it was gone. And then you came and then you said that they were going to attack, and I only assumed that... Well, maybe they were the ones that did it. If they are the ones that have such a vendetta against us, I don't know.
Do these gems have anything to do with all of the ravens? They killed a lot of ravens inside. Why?
I don't know. I didn't see. I'm sorry. I was so focused on coming out here to find the gems. Ravens are... They're just dead?
No, they killed them. They killed so many, and I couldn't save any of them. But it seems odd that they would kill so many ravens.
I don't know why they would.
It has nothing to do with the gem?
No. It's... I don't think so, at least. I don't know.
Where do you keep these gems?
Well, on the ground. Here, it's actually right around the corner here, and you finally turn out of this headland of the vineyard, and here you find a hole in the ground.
Where all the dead things are?
No.
Oh.
As you turn the corner and you see this large hole in the ground, you see his shoulders kind of slump down. That's where the gem should be. Shit.
Can I do like investigation just to kind of look around?
Sure.
Like any disturbance in the ground and everything?
Yeah. $19. As you're kind of digging through and making sure that there isn't any gem or looking for even evidence as to who might have done this, you find a few scraps of leather, leaves, things that remind you of your clan, things that basically tell you that this is most likely your clan's doing. Taking this gem out of the ground, you see these makeshift shovels that you had seen made out of the stronger parts of the Golthias tree that had fallen off and then were repurposed into these shovels. You find those discarded to the side. And it most definitely means that your clan had dug out and taken this gem.
This is not good. I'm gonna have to tell the rest of the group, and we have to know why this happened. There's something going on with my clan, with my people.
Did they say anything?
This is not good.
When you left, did they say anything about why they were attacking us? Did they want the gem?
I don't know. The premise of everything was that they needed to kill all civilized people, and that included you, and I couldn't let that happen.
Oh, okay. I'm sure they wouldn't have told you very much.
well, only the higher ups would know, and of course the leader wouldn't trust me with anything. He doesn't find me worthy at all. I don't know.
I'm sorry that you're having to do all of this against your family. I can't imagine how awful it would be to have to do that.
At this point, I'm kind of numb.
Well, regardless, I think that it's... I'm thankful that you're here with us. With me.
I am thankful too.
Okay, well, we should probably go tell the others. What do you think of the other ones that are here?
They seem pretty cool. There's one of them that just climbs around like a spider, which is really creepy. But, I mean, she's pretty good at killing. And so, I mean, it can't be that bad.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm glad that they're on our side.
I think we can trust them. So far, so good. And you know how I am with civilized people. They're a little iffy.
Same. Okay, well, he kind of gets on a knee, places his hand on the ground, grabs a bit of the dirt. Okay, let's go tell them. And you begin making your way back towards the winery. In the meantime, everybody that is left, as Elvier and Sorsha leave, you see Adrian, Stefania, Dag, and their children, and then you also see I said Davian. He's just, as all of them are coming in, Davian seems to look around, and then he makes his way towards the open door that looks into the large vat room, looks towards each of you, and then begins making his way up the ramp on one of the sides of the cellar or one of the sides of the winery, without ever saying anything to you, just kind of looking and then just walking. But Adrian approaches each of you and says, well, we can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for us. If you would like to stay here for the night, it looks like you are a little tired. Stay here for the night for free, free wine, anything you would like.
That'd be quite nice. We had a bit of a look around after we dealt with the problems, and it looks like they were tearing through your ledgers and your books. Do you know what they would be looking for? Any reason they would be attacking you or ransacking your possessions?
I don't know if we have anything important for them to get. I mean, if it's the wild ones, I don't know. There's nothing that's important that we do from day to day.
Okay. I was curious if you knew. I'll give it some thought. Take a look around, see what you can figure out.
We will see what happens when the Elvier comes back, but I doubt it would be an issue. But well, as I said, thank you for your help. If you need to rest, I will leave you. But other than that, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any paper and ink I could borrow?
He just, I feel like you're like about to say that as he's turning around, and then he turns, I have paper and ink, yes?
I mostly just need the ink tonight, but that's...
Sure, here, come. And it's upstairs.
Do I have to go?
Kind of, you have to go upstairs, kind of.
What were you gonna say?
Just to clarify, we're talking to
Adrian.
who lives here.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we cleared up upstairs, Johans.
Did you see the printing press? That
We
is what
did. It
we
was very
That's-
beautiful.
that was
and
what I was gonna bring
interesting.
you to.
He is immediately gonna stand up at the sound of a printing press. Let's
Oh.
go.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
that's-
right. I don't know that Johans would have seen that. But yeah, go,
I did
by
not
all
know
means.
that it existed.
Yes,
Yes,
Go
we
on,
here.
go on,
didn't-
go on.
yes,
I'll
we
stay
just
down here and
couldn't
keep
have
an
a
eye on
chance
things.
to tell you about it. It
Yeah.
was very interesting.
It is pretty interesting. Davian, my father, he came up with the idea.
It's
He's
very
quite
smart
crafty.
to be very self-sufficient out here.
Well, it's not like we have very much around, and for us, it's hard to come by in Barovia. I'm sure you have all experienced that on your own through travels. But speaking of which, what brought you here in the first place, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we're
Johans isn't part of this conversation anymore. He is now upstairs trying to
Sure,
look
sure.
for-
I'm imagining that it's like as everybody is walking up
yeah,
that
yeah,
wants
yeah.
to go at
okay.
least.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, imagine we're like walking and talking.
We have friends in Balakai that are awaiting some wine shipments. We wanted to come see what was going on. We heard there was problems.
Who is waiting for wine?
Danica.
Ooh, thank you,
Danica and her family.
Danica Martikov.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
And her husband.
Interesting. Erwin, my brother.
I was gonna look. I mean, I knew this.
Your brother?
My brother.
Oh.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
let us know that you
Erwin.
could use our help, so we came at their request.
Well, I will make sure to thank them for that. Well, this is the printing press, and you come up to the second floor where you find this large contraption with a bunch of inks and paints and paper, and it is beautiful but also very confusing because it is just a large contraption. Go ahead and do a straight either. Yeah, do intelligence, just a straight intelligence check.
14.
14. You, at first, you're trying to like understand what's happening, but after like a minute or two of moving things and Adrian being like, never mind. And you just continue moving things around. You finally come to the understanding of how this printing press works. You see 3 different types of labels that are already printed and made for the 3 different types of wine that they have. But you are free to do whatever you would like with this printing press with Adrian there, as well as if there's anything else you would like to talk about.
I'm gonna need to spend a bit longer than. We can have conversations first. What I'm gonna do is going to take a bit longer. So, it's up to everybody else what they want to do.
I don't mind. I should probably get back to the first floor. I think Elvir should be coming sometime soon.
I noticed that ravens seem to be significant to you and your family.
Yeah, it is a family thing. I don't quite understand it myself. It's between my father and my mother and their parents. I don't quite understand it, but
It's a family thing, but if not,
yeah, it's a family thing. Basically, our family was treated with good luck and good fortune, and ravens are a symbol of that. So, it was a thing that happened in our family, and it's been in our family ever since.
No, that's understandable. So you kind of revere them in a sense for their good luck that they've brought you.
Right. At this point, I mean, I'm not, super into ravens, but we did keep a coop until
They were murdered.
that.
Well, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I think Stephanie is going to take it the worst. She was the one that tended to stay inside of the winery, keeping the books all in order and making sure that the process of making the wine was all set. She was the one that tended to the ravens. Her and Dag, but I digress.
Does he seem to be telling us the whole truth here?
Go ahead and do an insight check.
Alright, boss.
18. Nice. He seems to be telling the truth about keeping the ravens. The story of what the ravens mean to him seemed to be off. It seems like he was kind of trying to come up with something that would make you just accept that idea of ravens. I mean, you've heard that ravens are a symbol of good luck. If a raven perches on your shoulders, that is good luck. If a raven even lands near you, that's good luck. But it doesn't seem like enough to be a family thing just based off of good fortune. Seems like he was just kind of giving that to you just to
Yeah, kind of like
give you
satisfy,
something.
like, here, have this and go away.
Right.
Well,
But that's what you find.
yeah.
So, as you all begin to return, rather than Johans, return back to the first floor. That is when Elvir and Sorsha come in, where Elvir is just panicked and he's breathing very quickly. Just, the gem seems to not be there. I already spoke with Sorsha, and she doesn't know if they came to take it or not, and then Adrian looks over towards you lot and then looks back and says, "Are you sure? Did you look around? There was nothing. How did they even know?" That's
What gem?
it's a long story, but basically there is a gem that a wizard made that allows us to grow grapes in this area. Hence, Wizard of Wines. If that is gone, we cannot make grapes. Which means Barovia does not get wine.
Can you get another stone from this wizard?
Good.
The wizard is dead and gone. That was... I don't even know how long. That was even before Strahd came here.
Wow.
Yes.
A very long time ago.
Was there anything there to say what they were trying to do with it? Do you think that...
Are they starting a competing business?
Elvir just kind of looks over to Sorsha. I don't know. Do you have any ideas? Maybe they brought it back to where you lived?
That would be where I would think that they would go. Yeah, and I'm truthfully worried that they have some sort of plan for this gem, and I need to go. I need to go back to them.
You can't go alone though. They'll... And he grabs onto your hands. You can't just leave like that. They're going to eat you alive.
Well,
I'll go with you.
no, you can't go.
I can't just let you go.
I can't let you either. It's better if I die than for anyone in this family to be hurt. You are innocent.
Is this like in taking place in front of us?
Yeah,
We're
it's all happening right in
already-
front of you guys.
We're already in this far. We might as well
Adrian-
go with you and help.
Adrian looks over. Listen, you have already done so much for us. I couldn't ask for you to do any more, but it is an important piece to Barovia. And if we don't have this gem, I
Well,
don't
you
know
know.
what would happen.
Came here to ensure that Barovia has wine, so we'll do what we must to ensure that production continues. If
To be
that
honest,
means-
I think this has more to do than just for wine.
I know.
I think
It's
this
it's
is
worth investigating, and I don't trust these wild people with a powerful gem.
a
And you see Stephanie kneeling down just next to one of the ravens and saying, "Why would they do this? I think she's right. Why would they come here and indiscriminately kill every single raven that we have here? And then steal the gem? They're up to something." But
Is
if I-
there something more to these ravens than simply being pets or simply having made your family lucky? You seem to hold them in such a high regard, so they must have
They are part of the family.
done something exceptional to be held so highly.
Stephania looks over towards Adrian. These are part of our family. Of course, we're going to hold them in high regard. These are our family members that died for nothing. Sorry, I can't do this right now. And she picks up a few ravens and begins ushering them outside.
That I can understand. I recently lost my brother and my father, so
She stops at the doorway. Sorry for your loss.
it's okay. We're here to help. Any information that can be helpful will help us to help you.
She just kind of nods, looking over towards Adrian, and then makes her way out, along with Dag, who is also carrying some raven bodies. But Adrian kind of takes over the conversation. There is nothing I can tell of the ravens. They are just a family memento, and at least the symbol of them. These, as my sister said, is part of the family. We raise them and use them to send messages across Barovia.
I see.
But there is nothing sinister or anything like that if you are looking for anything like that.
Oh, I didn't think anything sinister, but just something more there which would give motivation to them to do what they did.
I don't know. I don't know. But if this is what they do on the whim, I don't want to see what they would do with whatever thing they're doing with that gem. The gem is clearly a powerful thing that brings life to our vegetation, and without it... Anyways, I have a lot to talk with Devan about. You are welcome to stay here as long as you want, but I'll be right back. And he begins making his way up the stairs, leaving the 4 of you, including Elvir. So 3 of you and Elvir.
Got it.
Not Johans.
So we are to retrieve this gem from your clan. How far away your village?
It's about an hour. Hour and a half.
Well, I was asking Sorsha, but thanks.
I wouldn't know.
Okay, cool.
About an hour and a
That
half.
was Johnny
Cool.
saying, yeah,
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah.
It is an easy trek from here.
Right. Well, it is quick.
So,
Are you going to leave right now? No offense, but you'll look a little beat.
Rest.
I think that's not a bad idea.
do you want to
It's not
rest?
like they're
Rest is
going
good for
anywhere.
all of us.
No, at least the area they're going to be, so.
Although, yeah, that's true. Do you think they'll be preparing for us to come after them?
I don't know. What do you think, Sorsha?
Best to be on our guard just in case.
I was just thinking if we could, I guess, use the time to our advantage to go
Prepare?
quickly. That way they can't have time to prepare. But if we're not ready, then
But you have to remember, we've been here for. Ah, jeez, that it was the days have been kind of mixing. Yeah, about 2 days already. They took over, and we've had to leave. So, no matter another night won't be doing much to whatever they were planning. At least I don't think. So, with that, Johans, in your printing press, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going off of Johans is going off of the assumption that we're staying for the night, so if anything changes, he'll deal with it. I have a empty black book in my possession.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need the printing press. Johans is just curious about it because he's never seen one up close. But I'm going to spend 40 of my own personal magic quality materials to transcribe Magic Missile, Find Familiar from my spellbook onto it. That's an hour each.
Okay.
And then from the yellow spellbook, I'll put Shield and Magic and Mage Armor.
Okay.
But first, before I do that, I'm going to write a letter for Freck on the first 5-ish pages of it.
Okay.
It's going to be just the casual, hey, sorry I couldn't say goodbye. I had these circumstances happen and I just couldn't stay. Within the pages of this book, you'll find rules on how to learn to decipher things.
I love this.
Just to get your education started as a wizard, you're going to need to figure out not only how to decipher my cipher, but decipher this other cipher, and then be able to use that as a learning experience to learn to use magic.
I love it.
And then I'll do like 2 or 3 pages of. I'm not gonna give him the decipher, like this, the tool to decipher it.
Sure.
But I'm gonna just kind of walk him through a few steps on how to figure it out, just to kind of get him going. Then once I do that, I will like grab a couple materials and just put them in the pages so he can cast the spells once he gets them. And kind of give him a list of what he needs to be able to cast Find Familiar, because I don't have any of those. And that's all I'm going to be doing for the next like 4 hours.
I love it. Okay. So, with that said and out of the way, is there anything you guys would like to do before the night comes to a close, or are you deciding to leave? What would you like to do?
I want to get the group to talk. I want to group talk if possible before we go to bed.
Anything before heading to bed?
what order should we do the watch?
I'm fine. I'll take the first one.
Actually, I wanted to.
I will
I
be with
wanted
him.
to,
Or, sorry, I was thinking Zack.
Before rest, I actually want to go talk to Grandpa.
Oh,
Davian, awesome. Okay. So, you begin looking through the winery and you find the family coming together at the dinner table that's in the dining room. All of them kind of somber and just talking. And as you open up the door, they all just stop what they're doing, looking towards you and say, Elvier has a smile on his face, and Davian kind of looks and looks back down at the table. Adrian turns and says, Sorsha, right? How can we help you?
I have a very difficult question, and I was hoping to talk to Fabian.
Davian. But yes.
Davian.
So,
Got it.
Adrian looks over and he gets up and he begins making his way down towards one of the hallway doors, and once you are now there, closing the door behind him, he looks to you and he says, "What?" Is hunched back, making him like very short compared to you.
I know that there is something with the Ravens, and no one really likes to talk about it. But if I am able to save Ravens from my family, I would like to know their significance and a way that I can help them. Because I don't think it'll end here with your Ravens.
Do a persuasion check.
Haha. Oh, come on. With advantage?
Nah, just regular.
Cool, it's a +0.
Fortunately.
I have no charisma. Yep.
Ooh, that's a 2. He just
So
looks
this
at you and he
where-
says,
Listen.
"You need to talk to Stefania. She's the one that takes care of them." And then he just turns and he opens up the door and makes his way back into it. And as he's making his way back in, "Stefania, go talk to her. She has questions about the Ravens." She just
Well, so much for being a secret.
So he just sits back down at the head of the table, and she just looks over, kind of like nods to everybody, steps back and comes to you. What can I help you with?
Okay,
There's
this is
something
a
about the
rehearsed. This is a rehearsed speech, so I'm just going to say it again. I would like to know what the significance of the Ravens are, because if I am allowed to protect them, I need to know what's going on so that more Ravens won't die outside of the vineyard. And then as part of my persuasion, I'm
Mhm.
gonna take that hummingbird out
Okay.
and I'm gonna show her, this is my little friend, and together we want to ensure the life of animals, and that includes your ravens.
As my brother pointed out, these ravens are our point of communication with the rest of Barovia. So we're in the dark now. If we don't have our ravens, we would have to travel days in order to speak with anybody. The ravens are also our family. just like your friend there. If your friend were to somehow, and hopefully not, but somehow die, it would be significant, whether or not she has a role to play. It's just...
I understand. Perhaps while we're out, I will find a way for you to be able to communicate again.
That would be wonderful. But... just... it wouldn't be... it wouldn't be them. Unfortunately.
Understand.
I appreciate your help. I see why Elvir likes you.
Oh, she blushing.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and just... Are you hungry?
Yes, I could eat.
Come, I'll pull a chair for you. And she adds you to the table that is filled with people. Like, out of all of the Martikovs, you have Elvir, you have Devan, you have Adrian, Elvir, Stefania, Dag, their 3 children, and then now you. There is 9 people at this small table, just squished together, along with whether or not Johans, Katya, Ireena, and Izek would like to also join in this, but you have a nice dinner, and then it comes to when everybody is together. I don't know if Sorsha, you're going to be resting with the rest of the group or not, but
Yeah.
I will leave that up to
I
you.
would say yeah.
Okay. So then, as dinner goes by, you all regroup to figure out your watches, and Johans, you wanted to say something.
I think we need to talk about something important. Sorsha, you can stay.
What's on
Okay,
your
thank
mind?
you.
Hold on. Give me 10 minutes. I'm going to take 10 minutes of silence to ritual cast Under the Wing.
Okay.
And when I'm done, we get into it's Tiny Hut. It's Johan's version of Tiny Hut.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So there's just this dome, but instead of being warm and cozy, it's cold and cozy, like just at the point where you're kind of like needing that cup of cocoa, right at that point. And then it's snowing little feathers that if you touch them, they break into snow, and then
I love that
dissipate
idea.
before it reaches the floor. Okay. With this, we should be safer to sleep. Nobody can enter. Well, I mean, if you guys want to leave the dome so you can see it properly, you can, but we are currently protected.
Izek
Nothing can
leaves.
enter without my permission. I said I forbid him from entering. See? Can't enter without my permission.
Fascinating.
You can't come in. Izek.
I hear you.
He can't
Can
hear
he-
you.
can he
You
hear
can't
you?
be
No,
outside.
The sound goes out. It's
Does it?
magic that doesn't cross. Yeah.
Oh,
So his
I thought
no
that
magic comes
sound
in.
doesn't come out.
I don't think so.
All right, well then. Because I could have sworn that, like, whatever. Regardless, you say that he can come in.
Yeah, no, he can't. The sound goes in. The only thing that doesn't is spells and other magical effects.
Got it. All right, so then he
Cannot
hears
enter.
you and he makes his way in. Okay, that's fine.
So, protection. I've been working on this for a while. I was gonna put it in the back burner because I thought we were just gonna stay in Barovia in Valakai. But this should protect us a little bit from unnecessary visits from certain evil overlords.
Seems pretty useful.
He can't control us from outside, and he can't enter without our permission.
For sure he can't.
Are you talking about Strahd?
Yes,
Has he come to you often?
that is a long story. If you like, Isaac, if you want to test it, you can go outside and then throw a fireball at the dome.
Yeah, if you want me to, I can.
Go ahead, do it.
Okay. And he's gonna go outside and
Katya puts the shield up and like
It just goes around the dome and then dissipates. Yeah.
and he walks in. He's like, "That was so fucking cool."
Thank you. I have my
impressive.
ways. So there's a lot to talk about. But there's something that I need to specifically let you know because I feel like we're getting a little bit too close to a time where that information needs to be out. Oh, man, he looks like super nervous. He's getting pale. He doesn't look like he's having fun at all.
What is it? What's wrong?
Fuck, right? No. Do you remember when the day that I got drunk while we were in Valakai?
Yes.
So I don't. Well, obviously not, Sorsha, but I did. I got drunk. I don't get drunk frequently. But that day I heard the voice in my mind. But it
What
wasn't
did-
just. Sorry?
What? Has this happened to you before?
Well, not without me wanting it.
I was going to say there's a lot of mind speak going back and forth with Johans. It's pretty common, right?
Yes, but it wasn't just any voice. It was my master's voice.
Who's your master's voice?
Mm-hmm.
Like he did the thing where he can talk
Yep.
to you like that you do to other people?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And
So
what did they say?
well, I don't remember exactly because it's been a long time and I was a little bit hammered at the time. But it was something along the lines of, I think it was something pet subject or best subject or something subject, followed by come find me, which is what I was already in the process of doing anyway. But yeah,
Come fight him.
find him.
Oh, find him. So
No, I would not
he's
say of the fact my master.
here. So he's here in Barovia somewhere?
To be fair, I did know this already. That's why I came to Barovia in the first place. I was looking for him.
I see.
I just
What
didn't
is
ex-
what is his name?
something Archibald.
Archibald.
Ever heard this name before?
Archibald Galdora is his name. I remember completely and didn't have to look it up.
Do I
Well,
know
if
this?
you
Have I
heard-
ever heard this name, Johnny?
No, you have not.
If you heard your master's voice, then that's good, right? Because you were looking for him. Why
Well-
are you only telling us this now?
Okay, so I wasn't going to tell you because I thought we were just kind of leaving Ireena in Valakai and then everybody kind of goes their own way. I was gonna go my own way and find my master, but
Understood.
with it becoming increasingly clear that we are all kind of on the same boat with the whole big bad that we've been stalked by before, and the recent information that was given to us by another powerful wizard has been keeping my brain rolling with the fact that I think we're going to cross paths with my master in a not so nice endeavor.
Do you think he's a bad person now? Someone we should be concerned about?
I think he's powerful. Good and bad at some points just doesn't matter when you have power.
But you think he will be at odds with our goals?
If our goal is to destroy Strahd and the dark power that binds him on death, then there's very much a big chance that that's what my master is looking for, and might put us at odds with him.
So then he's a good guy.
Yes, if he's also
Not
looking.
necessarily.
I'm so confused.
What are you saying then? Just spit it out.
Is your master with or against Strahd?
I don't think it matters. I think what matters more is what he is in relation to what our objective is.
And what
I
do you
think
think
he's a-
that is?
Well, if he wants to destroy power and he wants to acquire power, then I assume we're on the opposite sides of his. It's not about whether he is on Strad's side. I think he's on his own side.
I see. So you think that he would be easily tempted by an offer of power from Strad?
What, like to replace him?
Not sure. I don't think it's something. It's not about temptation. It's about knowledge and power.
So you're saying your master is an unknown factor that we need to be worried about, but we don't know why.
Did he say what he was?
He did not. I have an educated guess on what he wants, which is the same thing that I assume.
Can you do any magic to find people?
I wouldn't want to, even if I could. My master and I haven't spoken in almost a decade. Last time we talked, he was doing something that he and I haven't been in speaking terms for a long time. I've been looking for him for quite as long, and I found his trail that led me here. I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
So you're looking for him, but you don't want to find him. And he is very powerful, but he is against us. But he is also against Strad.
It sounds like the Burgomaster.
No.
What do you mean? It sounds like the Burgomaster.
Well, it sounds. I mean, he was against you. He was Strad. Still feels weird to say that.
To get the facts straight.
No. So
I don't understand.
I wanted to find him on my own terms.
Okay.
With the information regarding the dark power that made Strad what he is coming to light, I'm making an educated guess that that's what my master came to Barovia to get. More power. Because that's what people like him want.
Oh, he's seeking potentially the same power that Strad has. Through the same or similar
probably.
means.
I see.
What I'm saying about him being a potential danger to us is that, frankly, if he's looking to gain power and we are looking to destroy that power, then
He's part of the problem.
yeah, even if it's just a third problem or a third party.
Are there any other enemies from anyone that we should be aware of? Does anybody else have anybody who might be coming after us or that may pop up? Garages, anything?
Probably not on this side of it.
Okay.
Anybody that's against Katya, I guess, would be against me.
I would just say the leader of my clan is going to be a problem, but that is something we already know.
Okay, and that's something we are going to face tomorrow, so...
The more immediate problem.
Is there anything that we can know about this leader that maybe we can get ready for?
He is a shapeshifter. He
Like you.
Like me. We are the only two in our village that can do this, which is why he became the leader. It is relatively rare that anyone is able to turn into anything other than...
This isn't like a family bloodline power, is it?
That is true. Yes.
So this would make the leader your father?
That is an unfortunate title that I don't recognize.
Okay, I just
Are
want to
you?
make sure we're all on the same page before we go killing people
Yes.
again.
So then
Just want to be careful with...
No, you... Whatever we can do to protect this world, we need to do. And
So... Yes.
Killing him?
If it comes to that, how?
By the looks of today, it seems.
any loyalty that I had to him died when he tried to sacrifice me.
I'm sorry,
So-
what?
Well,
You what?
wow.
It's a long story. We'll get into that later.
That's very understandable. Jesus, disgusting.
He will be very powerful and very unpredictable. So you'll just need to be aware of that.
Is there any way to, if he changes into something, some kind of animal, if we can tell it's him, or if
I
he
don't know.
could-
Is there a way that like I could recognize another
I mean,
wild
you would
shape?
have to do like an insight check based off
Yeah.
of, I would say, probably a deception check from them.
Okay.
But even then, I would say that you probably have disadvantage because it's like it's the same thing as like somebody trying to figure out if you are Sorsha, if you wild shaped into like a squirrel. You know, it's
Right.
like
They don't have the same
it's-
scent.
exactly, yeah. I
You
mean,
smell
like
like my father.
yeah, it's a complete body change. So
Yeah.
it's like the scent would be the scent of whatever he changes into, or whatever you would
Right.
change into at that
Right.
time.
Mhm.
I would say most likely that if there's any animal that is going to be big and scary, it'll probably be him.
All right.
So kill
Yes.
every animal.
No.
He grabs a-
What
I'm
if
just
you
kidding.
kill Sorsha on
I'm-
accident?
I'm kidding. He was kind
Can
of
I
dark.
do an
so-
insight check? I don't think he's kidding.
Kill the
Go ahead,
really
yeah, go ahead.
big,
Yeah.
scary
Check.
one. The rest of us are.
I literally, for the 3 rolls that I've rolled tonight, I've rolled a 3, a 4, and a 5. So you know that he was mostly kidding.
15 more rolls, you get a nat 20.
We'll just say that if they attack first, then you can kill the animals. Okay?
Done.
That appease you?
You had me at the very beginning. I wouldn't kill animals unless you told me to. So.
Yeah.
Any other business? Was that all about your master, Johans? Did you have anything else to say?
I think Johans is asleep at this point since the conversation moved on.
Okay. All right.
Well-
Well, get some rest. We're going to have another big day tomorrow.
So we are not doing a watch then?
I will keep watch with Katya.
Yeah, we'll take the first one.
I don't know. Are we supposed to? He looks over to John sleeping. Should I wake him up?
The protection is nice, but I'm still going to keep eyes outside.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay up
In
with you.
case.
So,
I'll take the second watch. You can wake me up.
I will do.
first
Rest of the
watch.
time.
What were
How
you
many
gonna
watches
say?
do we need?
What do you want?
3.
I'll do the
perception.
third.
I mean, we don't need any watches.
I don't.
You don't need them, but
Don't
if
need
you
it.
were to do them, it would be 3. Yeah.
What if
I'm gonna
somebody like
reluctantly
snuck
do
up
it.
on the hut and set a bunch of bear traps outside?
You can see
Then
them. You could see them from outside. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but then we would be surrounded in bear traps.
Oh
True.
wow, because bird traps are so dangerous.
I like
Oh
Ireena
no, we
trusts
can't
your
trigger
magic,
them.
but she knows she is
Yeah.
fucking
there is-
terrified at how strong he is. how strong
100%. There is
Strahd is.
always going to be that what if,
What if
which
they're
is the
invisible bear
entire
traps?
point
To
of
be
this
fair,
fucking campaign, and I
we-
love it.
Yeah. And
To
she
be
won't-
fair, Strahd can't scry on us while we are in the dome.
Sure, no divination
Okay.
magic can go inside.
Because no magic from the outside can
There's a
affect
lot of
or see
benefits.
into
It's
the
worth
inside.
having.
doesn't mean
Absolutely.
he hasn't been
Seeing what's
following
going
us
on
this
outside.
whole time. She just
He's secretly.
Anyway, Johans is asleep.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was trying to come up with something, but
she'll do a watch. Literally, Ireena's gonna do a watch forever with everything that's happened to her. She's
Sure.
gonna do a watch forever. Like
so with the first watch going by,
We got a 20 perception.
goes without any issue. However, Johans, as you fall asleep, you hear the whispering of Izek and Katya talking about this cool spell that you have, and kind of wakes you up a little bit. You turn back over, trying to find another comfortable spot until you hear this voice in your head once again. I had left you for dead. Another failed experiment in search of a perfect vessel. Maybe I was wrong. You always were one of my favorites. And the message ends. But knowing how sending works, you can respond, if you would like.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Take a moment, trying to find another comfortable spot, and then another message fills your head.
The double text.
Why you not respond?
I'm preparing my lab for you.
Please respond.
I'm preparing
Wait.
my lab for you.
Oh no.
I must know what happened. What went wrong? What went right? Come to the Abbey in Kresk. The message ends again. Would you like to respond?
No, but he hears Johaz just say,
Fuck. Okay. And you finally find a not so comfortable spot with everything that happened in these past 2 minutes. You fall back asleep eventually. Maybe. Up to you. But the first watch goes by. Zack and Katya get Ireena. Ireena, go ahead and do a perception check.
All right, boss.
So, with an 11. Through the night, you hear the wind whistling through broken doors. Even though they're barricaded, there's still small cracks that enter, or wind that enters through the cracks. You hear footsteps coming from stairs, but as you look, you can see that it's Adrian, just kind of looking at this large dome in the center of the winery. And is everything okay?
Everything's fine. We're
Oh God. And you seem like kind of step back a little bit, like, oh shit, somebody actually heard me. Oh. So, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
we're just taking a rest inside of our tent, you could call it.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that everything was okay. Good night.
Good night. I appreciate it.
Makes his way back up the stairs, and the rest of your watch goes uneventful.
Is she able to do like light reading on a watch?
Say that again?
Are you able to do
Oh,
light reading on a
Yeah,
watch?
yeah, you could do light reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, could she be able to just like, I guess, light read the
Oh,
Barovia
yeah.
before Strahd?
Of course. Yeah. Let me open up that little bit. So, the previous part of this book spoke about Barovia before the mists. It told you of the core, this land that Barovia had once been a part of before being entrapped by this barrier of mist. Talking of neighboring countries and things like that, and not very much information about each of them before Strahd had taken over the valley of Barovia. The next part you read is about these elemental type gods, the Fanes of Barovia, and a little bit of information about what this book deems the Wild Ones as forest folk and mountain folk. Before Strahd had come to these lands, they were inhabited by these ancient, ancestors of the Wild Ones that you had seen the forest folk and mountain folk. Each tribe worshipped these 3 powerful goddesses known as the Fanes of Barovia, who each governed one aspect of this valley. The 3 of them, first one being the mountain Fane, the second one being the forest Fane, and the third one being the swamp Fane. Each of these had a domain in Barovia, and yet are now absent. As if Strahd taking over these lands had shunted them outside of the mists. There's not much concrete evidence. It's more of speculation.
Mm-hmm.
But you do learn of these Fanes and their importance.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So, with that light reading, Sorsha, as you are asleep, you begin to feel this cold wind taking over your body, and you turn over trying to pull a blanket over you to get warmer, but it doesn't help. And finally, you get to the point where it's just so cold that it's... All right, it's enough. I need to find another place to lay down or something. And as you open up your eyes in frustration, everything is blurry and muffled. You see this landscape. You shake your head, and then finally things become clear. You find yourself at the top of Yester Hill, looking down on the path that leads you to the winery, near the area where your clan tends to keep their camp. Yester Hill, you know, is the site of the Gultheus tree, the avatar of this once Fane of Barovia. Looking down at the path, you turn around to find it, with its crooked, reaching branches and the bodies and skeletons that hang from it. You look down to see the countless graves that were dug for honored people that were buried beneath its roots. And you hear thunder crack, see lightning flashing across the sky through the clouds above until one crashes down into the tree itself. The tree begins to catch fire. The wound left from this streak of lightning begins leaking blood-like sap. The ground beneath you rushes with this dark red substance, and you feel it flowing past your legs. It's hard to keep your feet anchored to the ground, but you stand there and you feel like there's something that you have to be able to do to stop this hemorrhage, but you can't move. You begin to feel this hopelessness in this destruction until you gaze up to the burning red fire and hear the screams of these dead. You look up to see the hanging bodies wiggling and writhing in pain. And then this hellscape fades in your mind. You hear a woman's voice. The false prophets of a false god will bring nothing but destruction. And you're woken by Ireena pushing onto your shoulder. For you're part of the watch.
Hey, Sorsha, it's, are you okay to do the watch?
Yep. I'm done sleeping for tonight. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get some rest.
You do that. Sleep well.
Thank you. She goes to sleep.
Once Ireena is soundly asleep, Johans is going to sit up and join Sorsha on her watch.
Okay. All right. You heard the slight panic from Sorsha as she was awoken, and you wake up to finish the watch with Sorsha. So go ahead and do a perception check with advantage. One of you.
I have a +6, so I'll
Probably you.
I'll help you.
Okay.
16 or
18.
18. All right. So, is there anything you want to do on your watch?
I'm going to be relatively quiet, just
Sure.
really mulling over the memories and trying to remember every detail as much as possible from that dream.
Sure.
If you do look at Johan's, though, you notice that there's just a tiny little bit of blood on his scarf that he digitations clean. And he sits and just waits.
Cool. So, a very quiet watch happens between Johans and Sorsha. As nothing happens during your watch, you awaken, and as you all begin to get your things ready to go, the spell of Tiny Hut fades, and you now... No, it's 8 hours. 8 hours. You're good. It's just the full 8 hours. But you long rest, and you are now officially level 6, of course.
Hooray.
And you have the day ahead of you. You see that the Martikovs are currently cleaning the floors of this winery, kind of around, trying to be as quiet as they can. They're picking up these small containers that are on the floor and bringing them outside to throw them out. But you also see Elvir just sitting on the stairs, kind of waiting. And once the spell fades, Elvir comes to you, Sorsha. Are everything okay? Was it okay?
No,
Are they...
everything seemed to have been fine. This didn't sleep very well. Some strange dreams.
Oh, I can cook for everybody if you are hungry. I know that you have a long day ahead of you, and you could tell me about your dream if you want.
That is okay, but she's gonna get hard eyes.
Uh-huh.
The fact that he is cooking. Yeah. Hubba hubba.
Damn it.
So he just, okay, well, is there anything I can do for any of you? Sorry, that was an alert on my end. Somebody followed or something. Oh, got a sub. Thanks, Daniel, is amazing.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you very much.
you all are here in the center of the winery. Is there anything you would like to do?
I'm gonna go to one of them. I'm
Okay.
gonna give them a black book to one of them. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
you do deliveries to Valakai, yes?
I imagine you're talking to Elvir, since he's the one right next to you.
Sure. He's told me so many names, I don't know any of them.
Sure. He's the one that's closest, and everybody's just kind of doing their thing.
Sure.
We do, yes. But we haven't since, obviously,
That's
we've
fine.
been kind of trapped here for the past week, and then, of course, Sorsha helped us get out. But, anyways, yes. What do you need?
I need you to deliver this to Miss Bayasco in the orphanage and tell her it's for... There's a note attached to it.
Okay, sure. He takes the book. I can do
It's
this, yes.
very important that it is safe and that nothing from the inside falls to the outside.
Okay, I will give it to Adrian. He is the one that does the... Okay, so...
Okay,
Great.
thank you.
Okay. Is there anything... No? Okay.
I think we're alright. Thank you.
Good luck. Yeah. And he like turns, comes back, gives Sorsha a little kiss on the cheek, and then begins making his way back up the stairs and then around out of sight.
I have no idea what just happened. She
So.
is a smitten kitten.
Aww.
So, you all begin to prepare yourselves for traveling to Yester Hill, I would imagine. Is there anything you want to do before we head out for the travel? Okay.
Oh, actually, I might ask for 10 gold worth of herbs, incense, and charcoal. See if they have any.
Let me find out, because I don't think they have
That's fine.
anything like that.
That's fine.
They would have maybe a gold piece worth of incense, but it wouldn't do you very much good because...
That's fine. I'll wait
All right.
outside at the
Okay.
cart for everybody else.
So, you all set up and get ready to travel, and making your way to Yesterhill is only a short jaunt from the winery. Even from here, you're able to see the large hill that ends at the end of this road, and the monotonous gray skies above you grow even darker as we change our scene to that one. Cool. You hear rain and thunder surrounding you as you begin to see a few bolts of lightning stretching across the sky. This trail is a straight one. The road begins to rise naturally to a large hill ahead of you. And following the road, you come to an area where the forest on your right opens up. And placed at the center of the road, soaked in blood and unmoving, you see a large bear.
Ooh, big skin bill.
What would you like to do?
Well, could that possibly be?
I don't know.
Can I?
I'm gonna do speak with animals.
Okay. So you cast Speak with Animals on yourself. Let's see. Cool. One action. Okay.
For duration of
The bear is
10
about
minutes.
200-ish feet away. So. What would you like to do?
Is it dead or is it just still?
It is lying in a pool of blood. And
Ah,
it is
fuck
not
me.
moving.
I didn't even catch that part.
Okay.
Oh, well then, I mean,
Okay.
like, if you would do something differently, that's fine. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't do speak with animals.
That's
to
fine.
That animal.
Can I make sure, like, check if this thing's breathing? Like, see if I can see any, like, breaths?
I do a perception
make sure
check.
it's dead before I walk up to it. Eight.
From this distance, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's dead, and I'm gonna walk up and try to see what caused all this blood to come out
Okay.
of the bear.
Okay. One sec, sorry. Opening my notes again. So, is there anything else anybody wants to be doing at this time? Anybody want to investigate in any way? Okay.
Yes.
No, that's fine.
I would like to do a perception of everything around us.
Okay, go ahead and do a perception check. 9. What's up?
Yeah, Ireena, like, seen this big bear, and how long have we been traveling by now?
About 40 minutes. The
Okay.
hill is really close.
Gotcha.
You can see it very clearly here. And you can even start to see this sprawling tree branches of this giant tree that stands at the very tip of this hill.
So with her, like, we knew how long it's going to take to travel there, and her
Right.
knowing that we're getting close and now seeing a large animal, she is going to, if you'll allow it, she's going to just slice her finger on her blade and set
Okay.
it on fire, because she's just like, we're getting close and
Okay.
shit might go down.
All right. So, you begin approaching the bear, and as you do, you finally notice breathing. on the giant bear body. You begin
As
to
soon as I
hear
see that, I would
rustling
stop.
from the forest just next to you. And as you're about maybe 10 feet, 15 feet away from this bear, you see these people rushing out of the forest and booking it towards each of you as you have just fallen into some sort of a trap by what you can only see as wild ones. So, as that happens, we're gonna go to break. And we are going to be giving a thing away. We're gonna be giving away the bone hole. That's what it's called. The adventurers have been sent to the lair of Domingus, the Wretched, with reliable information that she is currently elsewhere, with only Domingus's assistant Hergloom present. The players will need to investigate the lair to discover the necromancer's plans to summon a demigod known as Granch, the Bone Worm, and then find a way to either destroy the partially summoned Granch or sabotage the necromancer's plans to wield Granch's power. So, with that in mind, we're going to be giving away a free copy of that for Roll20. If you want to join, the chat giveaway code for tonight is going to be WILD. So, when I start that, we're going to go ahead and go on break. 1 sec here. Okay. Giveaway has started. Go ahead and join in. If you're a follower, you get 1 ticket. If you're a subscriber, you get 2. So make sure to subscribe before you join if you want to get those 2 tickets. We'll see you all in 15 minutes. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Welcome back. We are back with the first part of this battle. We're going to be rolling some initiative, but before then, we are going to pick the winner for the giveaway, which is going to be Dice to Infinity. Welcome to the channel and congrats on the win of the
Hell yeah, let's go.
of the bone hole. We hope you have as much fun as we have saying that. So, I will be sending you a code so that you can redeem it on Roll20, and we will go from there. But for now, we are going to get into some combat. So, I will need everybody to roll some initiative. We get into our battle map.
22.
Oh, Johans is excited.
Dang, let's go. Okay. Okay, here we go.
They caught
There's
me
that.
at a bad time. What can I say?
Ready to
22,
go.
nice. Okay, and Sorsha with a 5, Katya with a 13, Ireena with a 16, and all of the initiatives that I had already rolled. However, unfortunately, they get a surprise round since you were not able to perceive them. Sorsha, you tried, but with a 9, unfortunately, you were not able to see any of them hiding in the outskirts of this forest edge. And we will go with their turn. So with that, let's change the music. All right. So this bear.
This isn't music. This is torture.
Correct. So these really large people are going to run towards you, Katya, but unfortunately you are over their movement away, so they are going to have to dash for this one. Dash for this one. And this one just barely makes it with 25 movement speed there. So that one is going to be able to attack, and it is going to attack recklessly.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 24 to hit, dealing 11 slashing damage as it cuts into your back and then slashes down. You begin bleeding, and that is their turn. Now it is the forest speaker. This one is going to... One sec. This one is going to begin casting something, and as they move around, they bring their hands up to the sky, and you see this part of the cloud open, and this beam shoots down towards... Let's see. 1 second. I just want to check and make sure what the range on this is. That one. It is 120 feet. So, it is going to hit... Isaac would be the next person there, so he's gonna get hit by this moonbeam, which he will have to do a Constitution save. And then... Let's see what he gets. That is a 20, so he passes, taking only half damage, I believe. Half as much damage on it. Okay, when a creature enters a spell for the first time, it starts its turn there. It is engulfed. Or is it when he starts his turn? When a creature enters the spell area for the first time, or it starts its turn there. Oh, so he doesn't take any damage just yet. Okay, interesting.
No, technically he would, because he technically counts as entering it. For the purpose
entering it the first time.
Spell,
No,
right?
that's true. Yeah. Okay, good point. Okay, so that is that, and then that is going to be its turn, and it is going to be the next one, which also begins casting a spell. And surrounding each of you, you begin to see these spectral type thorns that appear out of the ground, all surrounding each of you in the back. So, with that is their turn, and then the bear is going to rush up to you as well, Katya, gaining flanking, and it is going to do a bite for 14, 16.
Can't. The numbers are black. I can't. No, that doesn't hit.
Are they really?
Let's see the damn thing.
Switch.
No.
Switch back out of switch into dark mode and then back out. Sometimes that helps. And then a claw attack, which is a 27 total to hit, dealing 9 slashing damage.
That is.
Okay. So with that, the surprise round is over, and it is now Johann's turn.
What's this fuckery that is happening at our feet?
You see that there are a bunch of spikes, that spectral type spikes, spiky.
Spiker spikes.
Not spikes. What is the word? Thorns. There we go. Jeez. There's a bunch of thorns that, like, vines are growing near you. Spectral vines are growing near you and tangling your way out of it with a bunch of thorns that are the size of spikes. So, that being said, that is what surrounds you.
I'm assuming this is, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna ask that. That's fine. Johans is just gonna curse under his breath and just be like, man, all these bad guys have horrible timing. And I'm going to cast Snowball directly on Katya.
Okay. Snowball
which
for
is
everybody.
Oh yeah, it's my fireball.
That is fireball.
So there you go.
All right.
Centered on Katya.
Doing some deck saves. Okay.
Katya, you are automatically successful at this and you don't take any damage.
Fucking Jesus.
Thanks, friend.
All right, deck save for the bear.
Nice.
That's a 7.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna move this to the back. That is going to be the berserker. That is 1. That's a fail. 2 fail, and 3 passes.
That one does pass.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that I was going bottom left, so this top one, top right, is the one that passes. Go ahead and roll your damage.
34. Because I rolled a 1, and because it's cold damage, it becomes a 2.
All right.
So 34 cold damage to everybody except Katya.
That is literally all you needed for the bear. The bear is gone. Bear is dead.
There's
All
now
right.
an ice sculpture in front of you, Katya.
Now an ice sculpture of a bear. 34 damage to the other 2. That is insane, dude.
34. You got this, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Is that your turn? Is that all you? Is all you have?
Just looking at my
34.
Yeah,
Halved
I don't have any
is-
cantrips.
Thank you.
I don't have any cantrips up, so I'm just gonna stand still.
All right.
Just gonna do that.
There's that.
Yep.
All right. Now it's the forced speaker's turn, who is now understanding how shitty this all is. Wow.
Nothing says fuck you as a big fucking explosion.
Pretty much. Okay. It's gonna, let's see. All right, it casted that
I'm so glad I
moonbeam.
took fireball and not lightning bolt.
You just annihilated all of them right there.
And I'll do it again.
Okay, this one is going to rush up here. Does it have enough? Nope. Cool. Fuck. It's gonna cast Shalala on itself, and that's all it can do since it has the moonbeam and it's concentrating on that, and it can't really do anything else. So that is that. And I guess for a regular thing, that's concentration. Well, that's it. Cool.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. All right, Berserker's time. This one is going to go over here to now gain some sweet flanking +2. So that is going to be 3 reckless attacks towards you, Katya.
Uh-huh.
So that is a 17 for the far left.
I'll hit.
Right is a 26, and then bottom right is a 23. So 19 slashing damage total as these two cut into you. You bring your shield up to block the other, but you unsuccessfully block the other 2. That is their turn. Ireena, you are now up.
All right, so my rapier is a flamin'. I would like to get out of here.
Okay, so
And
as you move 5 feet down, say here. I'm sure that's kind of along the. Okay, as you're making your way there, you notice that you're walking through these spectral thorns, and each time they're dealing some sort of damage with every 5 feet that you move. So I need to double check. I'm pretty sure it's 2d4. Just double check. Yeah. Okay. And it is difficult terrain, I believe.
okay. So half movement speed, and then I'll be taking 1d4, you said?
It becomes difficult terrain. Yes. So you moved 10 feet just to do that, and you're taking a 2d4 of piercing damage. So 4 damage as you move that 5 feet, but it is just so you know that happens, and what you do going forward is completely up to you.
Gotcha. So, let's see. So, yeah, she's gonna. So that's 4 damage I'm taking.
Correct. Yeah. From that 5
1,
movement speed.
2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna go again.
Okay. So in order to, you're trying to get all the way out.
Yeah, just trying to get all the way out.
Okay. So you moved.
That
Another
was
5, another 5 after, and that'll be it. So you're going to take another 44. Oh, got the rough roll on that one. You take an extra 14 damage, but you are now out of this spike growth.
Okay.
So you are there. That is 30 movement speed, though.
Awesome. That's fine.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action.
Okay.
For any enemy that comes within reach of me, I'm going to attack it with my rapier.
Okay, sounds good. Katya, you were up.
All right. I'm going to. You know what? I'm gonna second wind. I get
Okay.
a D10 plus 6
Okay.
health back.
Holy shit. Nice. A 10 on the roll, so 16 health back.
Nice.
Not too bad. And then I'm going to attack. Yeah, any of them. Really, I'm gonna attack the one behind me.
Okay. Attacking the one behind you. Go for
Yep.
it. Let's see the attacks. You have advantage as well,
Oh, cool.
because it was reckless. Okay, so 20. And then
And-
25. All right. Taking the first damage. So that's a 12 on that first one. And then the second one is another 12. Nice. That your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Is second wind a bonus? Okay, cool.
Bonus
I just
action.
wanted to make
Okay.
sure. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
awesome. So then that is your turn. You are good. All right, now it is the other 4 speakers' turn. They are. Did I roll initiative? I didn't roll initiative for Isaac. Whoops. Isaac got a really high one. Okay, so I will have him go now. He is going to take another bit of damage from that moonbeam. So I'll just roll that. That is another 13 damage. And for Isaac, he's going to do a con save for that. That is a natural 1. So he takes that 13 damage. And that is going to be that. He is also going to make his way towards Katya, getting only 2d4 damage. Extra 6 damage to him. Okay. And then he is going to go for this one that is right next to you, Katya. Trying to help you out. Ooh, 9 does not hit. Actually, he's going to make his way over here to get himself flanking. Natural 20.
There we go.
All right.
Delete that guy.
That guy's dead. Completely cut in half. He is obliterated as Isaac comes by, tries to attack, but just then the berserker type of person brings up their axe, blocks it. Isaac rips the axe out of their hand and just cleaves through the center of their torso, just completely cut in half, and that guy is dead. All right.
Fuck yeah.
It is now this
I loosened
4
it up.
speaker's turn.
I loosened
Of course.
it up,
Of course.
Yeah, you did.
This
100%.
one is going to run over to.
Away.
Nah. They're not that smart. Not yet.
Oh,
Okay.
They're definitely not smart at all if that's what they wanted to go for.
They are going to do. I believe it's a. One sec. As I double check. Cube. Okay. Believe that is just enough to get Ireena into, which is going to be a thunder wave. So I need you to do a con save, Ireena.
All right, boss. Con save.
And this is going to be cast at 2nd level.
17?
17 passes. All right, so you take only
Bless.
7 thunder damage,
Only.
and
Would it be 8?
14 divided by 2 is 7.
Never mind. I was looking at the wrong number.
Cool. Oh, you were like, got it. You're looking at the 17?
Yeah, I was stupid.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so that is that. And I believe that's all they can do. They will also cast Shillelagh on themselves just because bonus action cantrip, they might as well. So, with that being said, that is their turn. Brings us to Sorsha. You are up. Muted.
I was making jokes this
Well, hello.
Oh no.
No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. How do I do the distance thing?
You go over to the toolbar on the left, and then it'll be like a ruler.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. That one.
This one here.
Yep.
All right.
I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay. Flaming Sphere. I love it. All right. In a sec, I'm just getting the map situated. Okay.
Toasty.
Getting
So,
super toasty.
This is different than Fireball.
Yeah. It's just a more condensed version. So they need to do
5 foot
a
diameter.
dex saving throw of 14.
Okay, 5 foot diameter. I don't think I have one of those, but we'll just go ahead and do this. The 10 foot or 5 foot radius, and then we'll just swoop. There we go. Are you putting it? Where are you putting it?
On her.
On her. Okay. I don't know if you could put it in someone's space.
That's a 5 foot according to roll 20.
5 foot radius.
Oh, it says
Yeah.
unoccupied.
5 foot diameter. So that's like the full thing. That's 5 feet right there.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so.
So it could be both of them then.
So you can get both of them as long as it is
Gotcha,
within
gotcha.
60 feet, which I think I remember the other one being, yeah, you're good. That's 50 feet away. So yeah, you set it up right behind, right behind that one in between both of them. And any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the radius must dex save. The creature as a bonus action, you can move the sphere. So any creature that ends its turn.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they're affected just yet. Unless you ram it into somebody, which I guess you can do. Moves the sphere up to 30. If you ram the sphere into a creature, the creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage and the sphere stops moving this turn. Yeah, I mean, you could just ram it into one of them and it's going to stay in the same spot. So you could do that if you really wanted to. You could get some damage.
Something.
Okay, so it is going to. Which one do you want to hit? Top right or bottom left?
Top right.
Red or blue?
Top right. All right, going for blue. Dex save. That's an 11, which fails. So go ahead and roll that 2d6 fire damage. And then Johans, you're up next. Oh my god, are you just gonna? You're not gonna do that, right? Better
Right there.
not. God damn it.
Katya and Ireena are both safe from my explosion.
You know we have other things we have to
Thank
kill
you.
today.
I got a new
Alright.
spell slot. I'll have it. I still have more.
All right. I'm with it. I love this.
Besides,
Alright,
one
well,
one of the party members
fuck.
running out of 3rd level spell slots is better than you guys getting hit and having
Bunch of
lower
damage.
HP.
I guess so.
All right, these super muscular people are going to be doing natural 1. That's an 18, so that passes.
That one passes, yeah.
I'm gonna do a 1d2. Top one is a 1. He passes. Cool. All right, so then they take. Go ahead and roll damage. Probably gonna be like 30, 27, unless 28. All right. So that one takes 14. The other one takes the 28.
How am I just hiding? over
Gosh,
there?
that one is just barely hanging on. And then I'm doing these two here. That is a 13, which fails, and a 10, which fails, and 28 deletes both of them.
There goes your
Congrats.
spells.
There goes my spells. God damn it. Well, that's that. Johans, you're done. Unless you want to move.
No, I'm just gonna get on the reins of our cart.
Sure.
I assume we
Wait,
brought
did you
a
guys
cart?
take the cart?
I don't think
No.
so.
Oh, I
Even
thought.
though
Okay,
we had the card.
we have our own.
I
cart
was
with
working
our
on the
horse.
because then there would be a horse here.
That's fair.
I don't-
That's
I don't
fine.
think we need
I'm
the
gonna
cart
say
for
that
this.
I'm gonna say that
Fine.
you probably didn't take it.
Then I'm just gonna put my hands in my pocket and begin walking down the path leisurely because I
Oh,
figure this
nice.
is gonna end now.
I love it. I love it.
so
The
I'll
swag.
Just,
All right.
I'll just move there. Just
Isaac is going to join into the fray, and he's gonna attack this barbarian type person. That is a 21 to hit, dealing way too much damage. And this guy is about to get screwed as well. That is a 16, which has advantage, so I'm just gonna just roll just to see. Okay, so 16 still hits, dealing 17 damage. Now it is its turn. It is going to disengage and try to get the hell out.
I'm gonna hit it because I have Sentinel.
Right, Sentinel. Oh my god, you guys are just... All right, 18 does hit, and he can't even move. So I guess he would get here before your Sentinel went into effect. So he's there. Cannot move. That's 10 slashing damage.
Jeez,
That is the end of their turn. Ireena, you're up. Just come
are
in for the
there-
KS.
Oh, yes, there's one
Yeah, there's just the
left.
one left.
We saved one for you.
Oh, thank you. I have lost some blood and could use to get some. Just kidding, 5.
Oh, just bite into the neck of this guy.
Ah,
She just like runs up
What
in
a
between
twist.
Katya and Izek and slices at the
Nice.
guy.
All right, let's see the attack. No.
oh,
That's
she has
okay.
advantage,
All right,
right?
you have multiple attacks. Okay.
She has
That's
Oh yeah,
advantage,
okay.
advantage.
And I
Wait,
have
no.
advantage.
The end of
right?
a turn. No, the end of its turn, so you don't have advantage
Oh,
on this
okay.
one. But you do have an
Okay.
extra attack,
Good. Yes, I do.
which hits, and that is literally just enough. So you pierce into the chest, and fire erupts from the other side, dealing just even more damage to this guy. Pulling your rapier out from his back, he falls to the ground, and he gets up onto one of his elbows, looking towards you, Sorsha. Traitor. And then he falls and dies. So,
Before he dies, Katya looks at, or not Katya, I'm forgetting my own name.
Maybe.
Ireena
could.
Ireena looks at him and just is like, when her father went to sacrifice her, he became the traitor.
he just looks at you.
And she's just like pointing her fiery rapier at him,
He just looks at you
staring him
With-
down.
like that mad dog look until life leaves his eyes and his face, and he falls down. Dead.
Good, just the way I like him.
So, with
I got to
that,
say, I really like my new toy.
Isaac turns around. That was fucking sweet.
That was pretty cool. Thank
you.
Admit.
You just
Bill.
you shot the ball and did and then, oh, that was awesome.
Been
Yeah.
working on that for a while. It takes a while to learn these things.
You have to show me how to do that, but with fire.
I don't think that's a good idea, but I,
I really did not like that, whatever that was on the ground.
Oh yeah,
And
those hurt.
every-
Like wipes
Yes.
off his thigh that like barely did any damage to him. That's kind
It
of
hurt.
hurt.
It
I'll
hurt
cast
quite a
prestidigitation on
bit.
everyone.
She's like,
Get the blood out.
I guess imagine she's like picking thorns. Like,
They were spectral, so they weren't
spectral,
actual
okay.
thorns, but
Okay,
they were
okay,
still
okay.
piercing into you. Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
I clean up
Can-
everybody.
Can everybody in your clan do this, Sorsha?
No, not everybody, but fair amount.
Great, I hate it.
We need to talk about magic, because your magic seems pretty impressive.
My magic?
Mm-hmm.
It is fairly good. Yeah. I'm not the best.
I've seen you turn into a bear. I can't do that.
Well, I mean that is pretty cool. I won't lie about that. Yeah. You should see what else I could do.
And you have the ability to help people too.
That feels like the only way that I kind of knew how to, with learning to heal.
Well, it's a good skill to have. I wish I could do it.
Are you feeling okay?
I've Felt better for sure.
Should we stop for a second? I mean, the hill is up there. We don't want to go in not ready.
We can
Should-
rest if you want.
If we can take a quick break,
Yeah,
I just
if we could take a minute.
Why don't we go off the side of the road so that nobody
Yeah,
can see us?
That would be good. For
If you give me
Okay.
10 minutes, I can throw up the dome so people can't see anything. And then we won't be ambushed by magic or anything. You
Okay.
guys. We can take a rest however long we want it to be.
sounds good. There's some trees and branches and stuff over there.
So
I'll do the dome so we can get a short rest then.
sure.
And then I'll give
Doing-
myself another 3rd level spell slot.
Nice.
Hey.
Because I actually can do that. I
Are
just
we
gave
able
myself-
to take a short rest then? I'm guessing yes.
You are. It seems
my
like
dome.
whatever was happening here was a one-off thing. So you're able to take the hour. The darkening skies get even darker, and the storm begins to add strong winds that, though you don't feel it inside of the dome, you can definitely see it everywhere. It's picking up these twigs and tree debris. It's
Tree
moving the
debris.
leaves. Even some of the tall trees are bending from how strong this wind is. And after your rest, when the dome comes down, you immediately get hit by this strong wind, and you hear the thundering sounds all across the sky. But you see the hill just ahead. After this hour-long short rest, you continue on. So, the trail through these thick woods lead to a hill covered with dead grass and tall piles of black rock, dark, ominous clouds gathering high above, and a single bolt of lightning striking down onto the top of the hill. It stands tiered. At the base, you see multiple tall cairns, man-made stacks of black rocks encompassing each of these tiers. At the topmost tier, you see the giant tree, the Golthius tree. Its branches have grown in strange ways, making it look like a wooden claw reaching for the skies above. And just near the tree, you find a large circle of black boulders. To the right of the hill, you find the land, the woods, and the sky all vanishing behind a towering wall of mist that seems to reach up to the top until dissipating. But you have now arrived to Yester Hill. What would you all like to do?
Do we see any activity? Anybody around? People?
Go ahead and do a perception
Yes.
check.
I'll help with that.
Cool.
Oh shit!
20.
Take that first one. Yeah. Forgot I said it to advantage.
So, standing at the base of this large hill, it doesn't seem like there's anybody standing anywhere near in sight. The hill is very tall. It's like hundreds of feet tall. So, at this current state, at the base of the hill, you are not able to see anybody. Hello, everybody from Danny's raiding party. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Is the wind? Would the wind be too strong for the hummingbird?
Go ahead and have the hummingbird do a strength check.
I have to go get her. Hold on.
Let me see if I can.
It's like, damn, hummingbird has a -4.
Ooh, it's not looking good.
Well, I'm just wondering because, like, I just wanted to know if I took her out, if she was gonna.
You take her out, and with the strong winds that are picking up from this storm, she's moving. Like, she's not able to control herself 100%. She's able to fly, but she's kind of getting tossed around a little bit.
Yeah.
I imagined her. She pulls it out and immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just
And
gonna
then like flying
go-
over like, I don't like this.
I just try and catch her and put her back.
Sure.
Just go back in there, okay?
You feel a nuzzle again. Like, I didn't like that. Thank you. So, you continue?
Mage armor.
Okay, mage armor has been cast. Anything else before you start continuing forward?
How do we feel about possibly being stealthy? Do we want to try and be stealthy?
I can try.
Probably
can-
not a bad idea.
I can
Okay.
turn 2 people invisible, so
That would be good.
Okay, well then we'll just go ahead and just going to pass. Do pass without a trace.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So, pass without a trace has been casted. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Lost it.
I'm going
Calls.
to
You have
cast
calls.
invisibility
Pass without a trace.
What do you
I'm
want the
gonna-
doll?
I'm gonna cast invisibility on Katya and Isaac.
So, you put your hand on Katya and Isaac, and they become invisible.
I forget that when I do this, I can't see them. Fuck.
Right here. We'll follow you in.
Dana, dana.
Okay, let's go then, I guess.
Okay.
Ireena, you got anything? Coming?
Yes, although,
Good, let's go.
should we be prepared for... We're going to sneak in and attack them, correct?
I still have more explosions, yes.
Do we even know what's happening? Sorry, I'm right here. Should we be? I know that we took a look, but is there anything else that we should do before heading up?
Or
The
are we
two of you
going-
are now invisible, and I'm pointing to like over there.
You're pointing over here, but they're like right here.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
what I
it.
imagine. Like the two of you are invisible, so you can go ahead and look.
Your hands just move right here.
The two of
Do
you
you
are
want us
invisible.
to go ahead and scout, or do you want?
You
We can
can,
move
but we
forward.
take it a little bit slower so we can stay stealthy.
Sure,
that
we can do
works.
that. All right,
Although I think with the storm we should be fine.
probably. But we'll go. If
We'll
you-
go
if you-
forward. Yes.
If we need to tell you anything, you'll hear us. And
Okay.
is it
Start heading
gonna-
forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead
look
and
at
do
them
a
go.
stealth check.
with advantage.
Except
Plus
regular for
Plus
Katya.
Right.
Unless Sorsha goes with you. Is Sorsha going with?
Yeah, I'll go with
Okay.
Might as well.
Oh, I guess we're all going then, because I don't want to be left behind.
Okay.
Thank God for the
Well, then-
plus 10.
All right.
We'll just stay.
Is
We'll
Is
stay
it
like
with
25
advantage or no?
feet
No,
ahead.
No,
it's
with
just plus
advantage.
10.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
get an
that's
additional
fine.
10.
The big characters
fuck.
are supposed to get advantage from.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh,
Calm the fuck on.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nat
Okay.
This is not
so
going
those,
to be
those
good.
balance out. Those balance out. That is a 2 fails, 2 passes.
not a stealthy group.
That's 2
All
fails,
right.
2 passes,
Yeah, natural 1, natural 20. You get
Oh,
2
and
passes,
then
2 fails,
2 and then 2 17s.
2
do those
17s,
Oh, true.
and a 28 by Isaac.
Wait, he gets
So-
it. Oh yeah, because he doesn't
Because
have.
he's
chainmail,
invisible.
right?
Yeah, he has
He
a.
doesn't
I believe
have
he
that
has
armor.
studded leather.
That makes sense.
Yeah, studded
As we're
leather.
walking, I'm going to use prestidigitation to go. I'm kidding. Like the old cartoons where they go like
Oh,
stealthing
gotcha,
and they go on
gotcha.
tippy toes.
Yeah. All right, so you all
And
begin
that's
to
why
make
I
your
rolled
way.
so low because I'm fucking using
What's
magic
the
to be stupid.
up. Okay. Okay. So,
You hear that? That was a
So
perception.
if the
check.
range is 30 feet, Isaac and I would just stay like 25 feet ahead of them
sure, yeah,
as we're all moving.
keeping an eye out. So,
You guys are heading up the hill like this, and we're like all the way over here
Mm.
because you're leading, but we can't see you.
you come to the top of this hill. passing hundreds of feet of dirt and rock and dead grass. And at the top, this large ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosing a field of dead grass. On either side of a winding trail you find yourselves on, you see large boulders and stones forming 15-foot tall ditch walls that snakes towards a wide break on the other end of this stone ring, nearly 300 feet away. Past this large ring of stone ahead, you see at the top of this enormous hill the massive tree that is rising above a small thicket of gnarled gray foliage, the Golthias tree. And as you finally come to the crest of this trail, lightning strikes the edge of this gargantuan ring, illuminating a tower made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth that looks strikingly similar to Stradvan Zorovich. Its head peeking just over the surrounding barriers of the ditch that you stand in. The path continues forward with one branch to the left, where you see 2 Wild One scouts looking directly in your direction. However, they seem to have not noticed you as you made it just perfectly on the edge of their vision behind a small stack of rocks that they stand next to. So, as you come to the crest of this hill,
There's
what
just
would
a
you all like
rock
to do?
that's the perfect silhouette of Joe.
Yeah, you're all just like standing right behind each other, right behind this rock.
See, he said a small stack of rocks, and my brain immediately went, "Oh, so a medium size
Of course.
set of rocks."
Yeah, for you.
Because for me,
100%. So you see that there are 2 scouts ahead.
How
Each of
far
them
away?
look from where you're at. You know what?
is it within 150 feet
let me
away?
put you on the map.
Is it 150 feet away?
It is less.
Ooh. Oh, I haven't seen this before. Accidentally or otherwise.
I accidentally left roll 20 on this map, so you
Yep.
might have seen it for like a brief second.
I know absolutely nothing.
Of course. But
I
here you stand
fireball
at the
them.
very top. You
kidding.
firebolt?
I'm not
I was
gonna
gonna say, I
go.
was like,
I'm
you
not
can't
gonna
do that. You're an ice wizard.
No, I meant fireball.
Oh.
But no, also I'm not gonna do that either.
So
I do. I can't. Can I see them? I think I'm too short, right? Because they're like. Is this like
from
a
your
hill?
perspective, you only saw it, like, I would say with the stealth check that you guys got, Isaac and Katya were the ones that saw, and then just informed each of you, hey, there's scouts ahead, where you guys then made your way around the wall so that they wouldn't be able to see you.
Gotcha.
So knowing that there's 2 scouts ahead, and they haven't seen you, you are free to do whatever you would like.
I would know this area relatively well, wouldn't I?
You would. Yeah.
Okay.
What would you like to know?
So I know where to go.
You.
To the club.
You know that this trail leads to another entrance similar to the one that's just to the left here where the scouts are. A little bit further down, there is a little hill that leads up to what you would know is a smaller version of the Golthias tree. This visage of Strahd is new to you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be surrounding the tree.
Okay.
We could sneak up behind them and them in the back.
That is pretty much what I was thinking as well, because I know where we need to go, and we're gonna have to go past where they're at right now.
That would be a good idea. We can get a sneak on them and
Yeah, Isaac and I can sneak up behind invisible and
I can, yes.
at them at once.
But then you'll lose your invisibility.
Well,
I can go.
But it is worth it. We
I
still
feel like
haven't
it's
passed without a trace.
But they are going to see you, Ireena.
I can sneak up on them, Zack.
But they will see you coming. That's what I'm saying. Is that
Oh, are they facing us, or are they just
they're facing directly where you were at? The
Oh.
only reason why they didn't see you is because Katya and Zack were the ones that saw and then brought you
Gotcha.
outside of their vision.
So
Yeah.
we can
I
sneak
thought they were
up
like
on them.
patrolling, and I was like,
No. They're just like
right.
lookouts directly looking at the trail that you guys came from. Yeah.
We can sneak up and take them out, so
That-
that you all can pass.
I think that's a good idea.
These guys were really tough before, though. I don't know if it would be enough.
Well,
He can't see me, but I do look at Izek.
Like a huh?
You sliced him in half.
Yes, I'm
Like-
just saying that two people might not be able to take out those two people, at least on one,
Well,
one go.
you can get the sneak on them, and then we can come and back you up.
Okay.
There
That
really
is a
is.
good idea. Get them to turn around.
That's not a bad idea.
That
Okay.
would be good.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Get them to turn around, and then we can sneak up from behind.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll double team them, yes.
All right. Well, then we need to make
Bad
sure
brutal
that
team.
everybody is ready. And also, looking over to you, Katya, which you can't see, he just puts a hand on your shoulder after like feeling where you are, and then we need to be quiet.
I try my best.
So, Katya and Zack are going to be doing another stealth check. However, this time, no +10.
I'm gonna fucking now one. Watch this. Bam.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Not
Okay.
bad. Pretty good for me.
18. All right, let's see. 16 or natural 20.
not 20.
Let's go.
Hey.
Wow.
nice.
Okay, so with that, the two unlikely stealthy boys make their way, and I imagine that y'all are probably something
Yeah.
like this, with Johan's probably actually taking the back, I'm sure.
And they'll obviously stealth our way
Of
over
course,
there.
yes. Okay, so all of you do, or you guys already did the stealth check together, so you guys are good. But with that being said, if you guys do you guys want to get closer?
Us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so then you guys are gonna have to do a stealth check,
Yeah.
trying to stay next to the wall and not be seen.
16.
Okay.
I'd like to go up to here.
Okay. Yeah, being out of sight, you're still good there. Johan's got a 16, or a 26, sorry. 22 and a 16. That is 3 passes, and of course the passes of Katya and Zack. So, you finally make your way past them. They don't even look towards you.
I get that it's not fair that you can't just like walk up to somebody and slit their throat and kill them.
yeah, I
in one-
know.
But
Well, like, there should be... You guys have a crit, I would say. I mean,
Yeah.
they're, like... I would give it a crit because they literally have absolutely zero idea, and you would be doing this straight-up executioner style. Like,
what I mean, but it's not like a guaranteed kill, and it's
yeah.
I get it in game terms, but RP wise, it's a little funky. Anyway,
So, let's see those attacks. Yeah?
well, we have to get him to turn around first, right?
Izzy goes like, hey.
I also am like, I also just, hey, are you paying attention?
and then they both turn around. And
then-
so, let's see what we're looking at for the damage. Okay. I'll give you a crit on the first one, and then the second one is obviously
Alright.
like...
2 attacks.
So, that is a... And then you have advantage for that second attack, so go ahead and just do that.
Much better.
That's much better. Okay, so that one hits. So, go ahead and I'll take the 17's damage for the extra damage, which was just a 5. Okay, so then 17 plus that additional 10, so 27 damage. And then Zack I have Zack do another damage roll just to have that be there. He has a 2d10. So that means that he gets at least that 12 added to his first 19. And then that 11. So 32 damage to this one. They turn around, seeming to still be alive, even though they just got demolished by these two. And it goes to you guys.
Seeing as they're not dead,
Mm-hmm.
Ireena's gonna run up and
Okay.
and
Okay.
stab this one.
Okay. And Sorsha, I think you might have been a little too far.
Oh,
If you were-
is this
you were right here.
initiative?
This is like a... You guys were waiting. Oh, maybe you weren't. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, you were 25 feet away, so you're good. Yeah, you make it right there.
Are we getting a turn, or what are we getting?
It's a
to do?
surprise round right now. So you
Okay.
guys are trying to
Oh.
kill them before they're able to do anything.
Gotcha.
Right.
So I
So-
can do my full turn, basically.
Yes, and that, since you were hidden, but then you came out, they're kind of on alert at this point, so I would say that, unfortunately, no advantage on that. So that is your first attack, but you do get another attack, which
They're
is a
flanking.
22.
And-
Right, but a natural one automatically misses anyways. But
And
24.
Even with advantage?
yeah.
Advantage isn't... I don't use advantage for flanking. I use +2 to your attack.
Okay.
And she would have as she's running up, she would have been slice, running up
I mean, you already had your thing
Yeah.
with flames, so...
when I do a short rest, it goes away.
Oh, got it. Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Sadly.
so you
But she's,
slice into
running
yourself.
up.
Go
Yeah,
ahead and
she's
do that
running up.
damage, and then...
Yeah.
So you take that 4, and
And I do 4 damage.
also 4. Okay, so that is 17. He's just barely standing. Still up.
Yikes.
Sorsha,
Blow on him.
what would you like to do?
I'm going to stab this guy with a dagger. That's
Okay.
all I've got, really.
Sure, let's see it.
Oh, that doesn't help at all.
That's not it.
That's
Uh,
really
in-
not it.
In your center
Efficient,
box, in the center of your character sheet, there should be an attacks box. Right under your hit
Oh,
dice,
got it.
there should be a dagger.
Why
in
is
the
this not
sea
in
of
alphabetical
spells.
order?
I know. There should be a dagger.
There should be a dagger.
Under weapon?
Or you could just hit you could just hit you could just do a dex or strength check. And then we'll go from there. And then plus your proficiency. Yeah, unfortunately, even with your proficiency of +3, that would only be
She's
an
not
8
used to
Well,
using
10.
weapons.
because of flanking, but unfortunately still doesn't hit.
I'm going to move until I can see them, and I'm
Okay.
going to magic missile them.
Okay, so you
Which are
are able
hitting-
to... You're able to make your way over to here. And you can see both of them, and you're sending out your magic missiles. Which ones are you sending out?
Whichever one looks the weakest is going to take 1. The other one's going to take 2.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if they look weak or not, but
That one takes the 2, and the other one takes the 4. Okay, with that surprise round gone,
Oh,
none of them are
hold
down.
on.
Okay,
that's actually those are 3 actually, because I rolled a 1 on the dice.
sure.
So it's actually 3 damage. So 6 1, 3 for the other.
Okay. But unfortunately, they are still up. So, with that, we're going to have to roll an initiative
Should have
roll.
fireballed them. I should have fireballed them.
We're going to roll initiative, see what happens here.
Not looking great.
Oh no.
This will be fine. Natural
Oh,
fucking 20.
Same.
Oh, they
Oh,
rolled
hell yeah.
a 3.
Yeah, okay, never mind. We're fine.
We're fine.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
and then Izzy gets his, which is a 6, which honestly, at this point... Okay, I mean, at this point, anybody gets to go. So do you want to just have Izzy go? Because he's about to just fucking...
I think
I mean,
by that
you know what?
point,
Sure.
we would go again and just kill him.
Yeah. So that is a 17, which definitely hits for 19 damage. That one goes down with Izik's. And Izik is going to come over here and help you as well.
What a
With
terrible
I've already
initiative to roll for this
12.
tiny little thing.
That's 12. And then that's an extra 14.
I have 2 attacks.
Go ahead. Another 5. And that is just enough. So, with just a split second, I think Joel is frozen. Joel is definitely frozen.
Oh, yeah.
I
think Joel's gonna be-
They said they had to like take a second, and they'll just
Joel's
go along with
winning.
the party. So.
Joel's winning the
Uh-oh.
staring
Nope,
contest.
okay, it's worse.
Whoa! Our entire thing is all messed up. Okay, just give me like 2 seconds, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. We're gonna join in with my phone just to make it so that we're not
Oh.
crazy. We got the poop in there.
Boop. Why
All
is
right,
it
that
called
one's
poop?
because that's my phone's name.
Oh.
I'll put Johan's there so that it's not just poop. All right. Okay, so while we are waiting for Joel to get back, you have now successfully killed the 2 scouts that look out towards the entrance of Yester Hill. What would you like to do as you kind of regroup here?
Hide the bodies.
Okay, you grab the bodies, bringing them outside of the circle then, which is easy enough to do. You bring them out, and they are now outside, unseen by anybody that might be making their way here.
Is there still is the Paso de la Trace still active? Because I still have concentration.
I believe so. I mean, I don't think you casted anything, so yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we need to go. We need to go this way. We need to go
Lead the way.
down there. Okay. Lead the way.
So, as you make
But
your
also-
way,
Okay. Go ahead.
okay. I need everybody to do a stealth check as you're continuing forward.
So now it's disadvantage, but with +10.
Correct.
Great.
19.
Oh, it's disadvantage?
No.
No, not for you.
Oh, okay. It's just
23.
regular.
23. 29. 33. 28. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for Johan's just so that everybody has one. Because I don't know when Joel is going to come back. That is a 17. Or right, 27. Okay.
Okay.
So, as you're continuing forward, what is the marching order? Because I know that Katya and Izik were in the front beforehand. But how do you
I'm
want
gonna
to
be in
enter?
Front. I
Okay.
should be in front.
I'll be
since I'm
right
leading.
behind Sorsha, and I'll have Izik take the back.
Okay. So, Izik is going to take the back with Johan's.
Be up
Just
with
next to-
Katya.
Okay. Sorsha, do a perception check.
Yes.
So, you say, this way. We're going here. And you turn. And unfortunately, even with all of the stealth checks that you were able to do, cannot save you from direct line of sight as you see 2 sentries standing just in front of this entryway. They spot you immediately because you're not able to notice that they were there, and you made your way out, and unfortunately, there they were.
Hello.
So, with that,
Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
hey.
Is she trying to play it off?
as you exit this turn and make your way towards this pathway, you see these scouts look towards you, point in Druidic, yelling, "The traitor! The traitor has finally come! Begin the ritual!" And
fuck.
immediately when that happens, one sec, as I open up my notes here. You begin to hear a familiar voice coming further away, and as you come here, you're able to see, just at the base of this towering effigy of Strahd von Zarovich, this tree that seems to be the center of their attention. You see your father, Svarog, standing there with other forest folk standing just next to him in a circle surrounding this tree, this effigy of Strahd. And at the sound of that alarm, he turns around, locking eyes with you momentarily. "Traitor, you have come to your doom. Soon, Winter Splinter will be sent against the Ravens, then all of civilization. Fighters, you know what you must do. And I know what I must do." And you see him grabbing onto somebody in front of him, pulling out a knife and cutting. And you hear the scream of your mother.
No.
Oh no.
And that is where we're going to stop this session and start up next one.
Ooh.
As things get a little interesting, and we were going to start with initiative. So,
Wow.
it's unfortunate that Joel couldn't be here for that, but I'm sure they might be watching.
Catch up.
He's watching,
Hopefully.
it seems.
Oh, okay.
It seems
okay,
he's
cool.
watching.
Okay. So,
Oh my god.
thank you everybody that joined us. Join in next week to see what happens next in this. Oh. Here,
Oh?
I'll leave so that it doesn't get all messed up again.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
watching.
All right, we're good. Well, thank you all for joining us. Join us next Monday at 7:30 Pacific time for the next episode of Ravenloft Misfits. If you're watching this as a recording, like and share and do all the things. If you're listening to the podcast, rate the channel, do all that stuff. Make sure to follow our social media and all that. And yeah, make sure to level up, and we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Very upset.